Well, hello there, everybody. And it just so happens that my record button totally coincides with the change view mode, so that's kind of obnoxious every time I hit that. And since last time I released an episode in this game 1 week ago, there has been several new changes. Is my mic in the right place? Yes, it is. The first thing I noticed is that we now have this large projectile thrower with 10 times the mass. And if you know anything about kinetic energy, the formula is based on mass and velocity, essentially. So, and another big thing that I'm actually really excited about is they have added Barbarians. It is the most basic form of AI, and they have it in Medieval Engineers. I also read in the dev blog. If I can find the URL to that, I will post it on the description of this video. You can bet on that. But it is also planned to get some sort of barbarian, if you will, in Space Engineers, which is absolutely phenomenal. But since it is creative so far, these barbarians, they don't actually attack you. They just scream a lot. Hurrah! Hurrah! And they wander around the map looking for king statues to destroy, which apparently randomly spawn in, if I'm not mistaken. But you can also spawn them in yourself. And you can do that by just selecting it from the G menu, and I can't even hear myself think over them screaming. And you place it, and they will all run towards it and should break it. I don't know why they don't like statues, but apparently they are horribly offended by it. Yeah, they also added this fancy new attack here function to make them all come to you. And another fun thing to do, I figured out, is throwing these large projectile throwers with 10 times the mass at these barbarians, as you can see right here. And then they just get thrown around, and it is really quite hilarious, as you can clearly see. Where are you? Don't you hurrah me? Ah. Dude, you just see that? He totally just took down a tree with his body. That's insane. You can break trees. I didn't even know that. Oh, man, that was beautiful. Couldn't have asked for anything better. I don't want to accidentally hit this. Barbarian! Behave. Hooah! And get rid of the... Oh, crap. Oh, okay, it shatters. Hoping it wouldn't bounce back into my fortress. That would make me very sad, Panda. I guess I could just reload the save, but ain't nobody got time for that. But yeah, just several new things besides those two things I just showed you. But just for shits and giggles, let's spawn in another barbarian and slam him with this giant thing again. You know what? I'm gonna try to launch one more into the tree line. Oh, they're really hard to aim. Oh, there he goes. Oh, he totally took down another tree way out there in the distance. I love it. I fucking love it. It's beautiful. Kind of lobbed it in there. Yeah. Amazing game. It's just awesome. But as you can see here, I also have a Trebuchet. I haven't figured out quite how they work yet. I actually got this design off of the workshop. It wasn't an object one. I had to. It was a world download. So I subscribed to that on the Steam Workshop. I went into that world. I copied it and I pasted it into this world, just because I want to examine how it was built. And from what I understand, you have to use a rope ending here and connect it up. But I was having some trouble with that because, see, I can do all of this. I can connect that up. Hook that up here, and then, I mean, you would think that that's how it would work. I mean, really, the Trebuchet shouldn't really use any of this. But the problem comes, you do this, and nothing really happens. I think what we really need for Trebuchets to work, in my opinion, I don't really know how to make Trebuchets. Again, that's why I got this one, to figure out how to make them. We just need like a Trebuchet sling block that we can attach. You know, we have the catapult head. I think we need a Trebuchet sling that's automatically like a certain length of rope already with physics, with a sling. So you can load it and then just woo, and it'll be wonderful. Also, I figured out another little trick with the catapult, and that is, if you don't have it, my stopper before stopped it when it was at 90 degrees. If you stop it a little bit beforehand, it will give it a little more oomph. I'm going to show you that. If I'm sneeze attack. Hold on. Holy crap. Is it gone? I think it's totally gone. That was a close call. Holy shit. But like that one video in my Mountain Blade series all over again. I paused the video and sneezed for like a solid 10 minutes. It was just brutal. You don't know what it was like. You weren't there. Anyway, shoot. Voxel hand. No, where am I trying to go? I don't even know where I'm trying to go. It's not the projectile thrower. It's not the bots. It's all black. Right here. Yeah, there we go. Damn it, audience, you're making me yawn again. Stop that nonsense. Anyway, let's load that into this. And that's already loaded up all the way back. You know what? I am going to extend this out a little bit. Screw it, I don't care how that looks. And you there, get in your ball, get in your catapult spoon. And then we fire it. Bam! And I did some testing before I started recording, and I mean, I don't think the debris will be over here still since I relogged since then. But it does go a little bit further, like this, stopping it a little bit beforehand. So, yeah, there's that. Another interesting new feature is the catch block. You have several new options. My favorite of which is this. You know, before we just had either the locking catch block or this catch block that was just open on both sides like this. You know, open, open. So you can only place it, like say this is like this brick wall here, you can only place it like this, if that makes any sense, you know, with the two attach points being here and here. But now, this block here, and again you can scroll through all of these with your mouse wheel. We've got this one here that you can place flush up against other blocks, like so. It's solid on the back, and the only connecting point is on the front here. So you don't have to worry about that. We also have... Dang it! Listen to me! Okay, so this is just the one that we had before. I'll place that, just for shits and giggles. Place that. This is the one I was just showing you. We've got this, which has it poking out of both sides, which, in function, is kind of like this, I guess. It just makes it a little bit easier to connect it up, I suppose. I don't know. Same general purpose. But no, main thing with these things is this block right here. It definitely expands the opportunities, the applications to using it. In addition to that new catch block system, they have also added rounded timber, which is also nice to have. It makes for, like for a perfect example is this right here. I mean, I made this before they added the rounded timber. But with the square timber, you got the corners. With the rounded, I would be able to, you'd be able to have stuff much closer to other blocks because you don't have those corners that could catch on the ground. If that makes any sense. Try my best to explain these things. I could make a little example. Why don't I do that? I'll be right back. Never mind. Actually, it seems that they have fixed that. But yes, there's all sorts of new cool little things you can do. And now that they have AI, you can start testing out little traps that you can make. I will link the little video that Keen always releases with their updates into the description in case you haven't seen it. They show a couple nice little ideas for traps, including like what I called a Barbarian swatter. Basically, it's this this little mechanism that has like this paddle mounted above the door. You set it off, and it sweeps down, and it just smacks whoever's coming through this little pathway right in the face and sends them flying. They also had this little sweeper bar that was like a little bridge, and they had this on between two catch blocks that could swing freely, you know, and it would sweep in, and it would just knock them off the bridge, and make them fall to their death. So, you know, that's kind of rude. But they are barbarians after all, so I really need to fix this grass issue with the voxel hands in my base, but I don't really care. Not really much of a base. There's nothing really here worth defending, I suppose. But whatever. It's mine. There are many fortresses like it, but this one is mine. All of you can go fuck off. I'm just kidding. I love you guys. Love you. I'm just gonna go ahead and delete that shit, because I don't want random wooden things sticking out of my fortress. So, yeah, you know, there's that. But, yeah, what else do we have? Is there any other new shit? They've also added wooden chests and barrels, beds, tables, chairs. Pretty sure all those are cosmetic. I don't think they actually do anything. What are these things here? Torch stand, fire bucket, bonfire. What are all these things? Do these actually... the fire! Okay, if I actually place this in a non-retarded spot, like this right here. Alright, so I can see some applications for this. I'm sure maybe you'll have to cook food, or possibly, I don't really know. But you have a fire. Maybe you need to light a fire underneath a forge in the future to make weapons. All sorts of possibilities that they could use with that. Torch stand. I really like that. And all these seem to be able to be activated. They all seem to be able to be activated with the T button. Just toggle on and off if you don't want the torch running all the time. Fire bucket. Aha! We have fire bucket! I love it. It's beautiful. So we have all sorts of different, more cosmetic blocks at the moment, but maybe they will have a function later. Who knows? It's too early to tell these days. What else do we have here? We got weights. Those are in here already. Flags for banners. Let's see what this even looks like. So nothing fancy at the moment. I'm sure it'll be pretty easy to go into the to add your own textures to that, or if you don't know how to do that, I'm sure that people will be doing it all over in the workshop to change so you can have whatever image you want on this flag. Well, they just have a special little texture, but it'll be easy enough to change. You know what, you can probably do that. Screw what I'm saying. It should be able to be done. We've also got some pillars. I don't know when they added those in. Maybe I'm just completely derping out. But we have pillars as well. Catch block. We've talked about those in the previous episode. What happened here? Is it just randomly deciding to fall apart? I don't know. Not really sure how that part of the game works. I've noticed some damage around my fortress. Not sure if it's just supposed to crumble over time or if I just suck at building. I mean, everything is underlaid by a stone foundation. Well, at least the interior is. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think this had any stone support underneath it. That'd be kind of cool if that's how it worked. Kind of obnoxious, but cool at the same time. But yeah, let's see how much damage this new projectile thrower times 10 mass will do against a stone wall. I'm not going to do just a single wide block because, you know, it's 10 times the mass. I'm sure it just does a stupid amount of damage. Build the wall. Bob the Builder, can we build it? Yes, we can. Just forget that ever happened, audience. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, let's get that in there. Yeah, fuck yeah. Alright, I'm building this up. And this is for science. Remember, kids, the only difference between screwing around and science is that in science, all you gotta do is write it down. That's the difference. It's not perfect, I got it fucked up there, but... So it's three wide in the center here. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to charge it up, and I'm going to whip it at it right now. Bam! Oh, a little bit of lag there. That did a pretty good amount of damage. Whoa! It's like, kind of reminds me of that, what's that game? Like Foursquare. That's a pretty awesome way for that to break. It doesn't really make any sense, but it was pretty freaking cool to watch, not gonna lie. Timber! Or it's not gonna fall, that's cool too. I'll have to help it along. Yeah. Yeah. That's better. What is holding that up? Seriously, what the hell? There it goes. Wait, spawn some barbarians. No! They're alive under that? Oh man, now I kind of feel bad. They're buried alive. They're still so fierce, though. What if I start whipping some of these in there, though? They'll die. Oh, a thing about the Barbarians I did not mention before when I first started spawning them at the beginning of this video is at the moment you can only have 6 Barbarians at a time. As you can see, if you try to spawn more than that, the ones that were already placed will simply disappear. Ah, 2 in a row! Triple kill! Oh, I'm only trying to knock him into that stone wall. Damn it. You will fly where I want you to. Oh, I clipped him in the back. Damn it. And fly. Oh, it didn't quite work. But no, I see a lot of potential in this game. I know a lot of people haven't picked this up quite yet. Talking at my friends list on Steam here, you guys should totally get this game, even if there is no multiplayer. You gotta be ready for this. But this game has so much potential, and the development in conjunction with Space Engineers will only further increase the awesomeness of both games, really. Look at all the little barbarian bodies dotted around. But no, if you get this, you will not regret it. I'm really excited to see what things are to come in this, especially the survival mode. Also, as a little side note, apparently there's going to be planets in Space Engineers. Just wanted to get that out there. Apparently they're going to be using the kind of the same way that they generated this world, which is actually just a giant asteroid, from what I understand. I could be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure they use the same way to spawn asteroids in Space Engineers to generate this. So yeah, that is pretty fucking awesome. Now, I know a lot of you in the viewer base don't really watch the entire video, but if you just so happen to be watching this far, and you have any ideas as to what you want to see me build, I would be more than happy to do so. I'm always looking for ideas. I was intending to add on to this in this episode, but I didn't quite get to it. I kept getting distracted. That seems to happen to me a lot. That's okay. But yeah, comment your ideas in the comments of this video. Also, I will link my Steam group in the description if you want. You can also leave ideas there. Either place is just fine with me. And until next time, this is Ryan from Stromboli Games, signing off.